Hello, guys. Good morning. I hope you're all doing fine. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Haoma underscore KE. And so we are back again to our second season of planting. And it is always the shortest season in our planting calendar. So today is another farming video. So I'm just going to prepare some breakfast and then head on to the farm. So for breakfast today, I'm just preparing some sweet potatoes with tea, and that will be it. So I prepare my sweet potatoes in two ways. If I'm only boiling my sweet potatoes, I do not peel them. I just wash them thoroughly and then boil them directly to the fire. But if I'm cooking them, like frying or I'm making any other meal that I'm using oil, that is when I peel my sweet potatoes. So please tell me on the comment section, how do you prepare your sweet potatoes? And if this is your ideal way of cooking your sweet potatoes when you're just taking it with tea. So sweet potatoes is out of season right now here in Bungoma, and the reason is that most farmers had planted maize and beans, and also most farmers prefer planting sweet potatoes during the second season of planting, and this is the reason why sweet potatoes is always a short-term crop. So it takes around 3.5 months. The fourth month, you can start harvesting your sweet potatoes. So most farmers prefer, when they have harvested their maize, that's when, after plowing their land, that's when they plant now the sweet potatoes. So I'm also making a black tea to take with my sweet potatoes, and I'm going to pluck the lemongrass. You remember me cutting all the lemongrass? See, now it has already grown and it is very healthy. That is the best way to maintain your lemongrass. If it is bushy, just cut it out and then it will start growing again, and it will bring out very fresh lemongrass leaves. The reason why I love taking lemongrass once in a while, it's because it is a herb. So it means it is medicinal, and also the taste and the smell of lemongrass is very nice. It is not compared as just putting lemon in your tea. So this is the reason why I always put lemongrass when I'm making my black tea or even the white tea. So my sweet potatoes are ready. They are fully cooked. So I'm just going to serve my tea and my sweet potatoes, then take it first. But the weather today is very gloomy. It was raining in the morning and the whole night it rained. So I'm just going to take my tea indoors and then head on straight to the farm, because my farm manager has already arrived and he has started digging the trenches of the land where we are going to plant. And so I'm just going to take my tea very fast and then head on to the farm. So first, I'm going to plant the tomatoes first. So I had dropped the tomatoes seeds here in one of my pots here, and so they are really grown. I was just waiting for the rain to come back fully again so that I can replant them, transplant them to the ground. So I'm just going to uproot them and then head on straight to start planting the tomatoes before. Later on, I'm going to join my farm manager so that we can continue with the planting of the maize and beans and also the groundnuts. So that's what we are planting today. The other time I planted my tomatoes, they didn't do really well. And maybe the mistake I did the other time is I planted them one near the maize, where I planted maize. So it was too cold for them, because tomatoes really love a lot of sunlight. So when it is very cold, their leaves tend to burn, and also when they start fruiting, they start dropping on the ground. So this time round, I've decided to plant just at the edges of this other side of the farm, because here sun is always there in the morning, during the day, and even in the evening. There is always sun on this section, so that's why I'm planting on this side. So what I'm just doing, I'm just digging the holes. They should not be too shallow or too deep, but the tomatoes that are very big, I'm going to plant them in a deeper hole than the other ones. So I'm done applying the compost manure. So I always do organic farming. So it means I do not depend on the store-bought fertilizer. I just make my own here at home from the my ducks, from the kitchen waste, and also from the goat. So all that manure, I always make my compost manure from that. So that's what I've applied right now. I don't know if it is only me, but most of the time, if I buy seeds from the shops here in town, they always struggle to grow. But if I just save my own seeds from the farm, they always do well. And that is why you've seen me saving my own indigenous seeds from the vegetable seeds, also the tomatoes. I prefer just buying my tomatoes from the market, then remove the seeds inside, and then dry them and then plant them in the seed bed, and they always do well. I'm also going to plant the slender leaf vegetable. It's also called mito here in our local language. You remember me drying these seeds, so I've just picked just a section of the seeds that I had dried, and the rest I've left them in the house. So the reason why we plant mito and the local vegetables here, because most of the time they are always herbs, like the mito, especially if a vegetable is very bitter. Most of the time it is a herb and it is medicinal. So, and mito is one of the vegetables, and that is why I do not miss it here in the farm. So also today I'm planting the groundnuts, maize, and also the beans. So the beans I'm just going to plant what I harvested the other time, and I do not buy bean seeds. The only thing that I always buy is the maize seeds. So that's what I always buy if I'm planting. So I'm here on this other section planting the groundnuts. I also have groundnuts on the other section of the farm. So I just want to also plant more. We always plant groundnuts from July or September. It is okay to plant groundnuts. Most of the time, groundnuts do not do well during our first season of planting. So I'm planting the groundnuts. My farm manager is planting the maize and also the beans. So he's done with the beans. So right now he's planting the maize. So that is what we are doing today. And because it is our second season of planting, it is the right time to do it. If you delay a lot, like if you plant at the end of September, your crops will not grow well. And the kids went to school today, so that's the reason why you're seeing only me and my farm manager here in the farm. So I'm also planting the green peas or the peas. I have been looking for the seeds for the longest time. I haven't found. So I just bought the peas in the market and then dried them. And so today I just want to see if they will grow. So if they will grow, at least I can save the seeds so that I can plant in the next season. So for peas, I'll just mix it with maize so that, because peas are always climbers, so it's better if you plant it with maize so that it can climb on top of the maize. So we are done. I'm just going to cover the groundnuts, and I will be done with farming for today. Kuna time waliuza.
At least nipate hiyo school fees ya hawa watoto, na Mungu nikaomba akanisaidia nikapata. Hata mahindi yanaenda kuanika.
Tick, tick. So before I leave, I just want to pluck some vegetables here. So these are the cowpeas leaves. I've been harvesting it for I think around 2 weeks or 3 weeks. So I just want to uproot some and also pluck some also, so that they can also regrow again. So I'm just going to pluck the cowpeas that we are going to eat for supper today, and then go and prepare some lunch. So one of my subscribers just commented when I posted my previous video when I was covering this maize, and he was so scared that rain would enter inside. So I just want to assure you that rain doesn't enter, because these coverings are made of, I think, like plastic or paper, because rain does not get inside. And the reason why I'm putting several of them is because the rats ate the one that is at the bottom, and even the one that I'm covering. So that is the reason why you're seeing me putting several papers on top. But if it was just a new one, rain does not enter inside. As you can see, it is completely dry, and it rained the whole night yesterday. It rained, so water does not get inside. So you can hear the sound of the maize. It has changed right now. It has some different sound from the last time that we were spreading it up. So I'm not going to spread today because the weather is not so good. It might rain anytime. I'm just opening it up so that to reduce heat inside. So I think that is it for today. So I'm just going to take my lunch. I prepared some githeri, a mixture of maize and beans, with some cabbage and some avocado, and I'm good to go. So thank you so much for watching. If you have watched this video till the end, thank you so much. Be blessed. See you in my next video. Bye bye.